This is just a joke, brothers and sisters. It's not mentioned here. Amin, Ufin, and Ahin. Now we come to number 7. Brothers and sisters, we already studied it. We have some idea. We will now learn in detail. Al-a'dadu. This is the jama of adad. Murakkabatu. Murakkab, compound. It is coming from rakkaba. Yurakkibu, murakka. Ismu maful. Compound. Ahada ashara. What is it? Ahada ashara. But it will never change. It's mabni. So this you will then be saying fi mahalli rafa'in or fi mahalli nasbin or fi mahalli jarrin. Whenever they will come in the sentence. Tis'ata ashara. Athalitha ashara. No, these are all mabni. But there's an exception here. Al-juzul awwalu min ithna ashara mu'arabun. Remember, brothers and sisters, ahada ashara is a compound. There are 2 parts, ahada and ashara. There are part 1 and part 2. When you say ithna ashara, there is a part 1, part 2. Part 1 is mu'arab and part 2 is mabni. So here is an example, brothers and sisters. Yadrusu fil fasli ithna ashara taliban. Fine, brothers and sisters. Yadrusu fil fasli ithna ashara taliban. Where is the file for yadrusu? Ithna ashara. Ithna ashara. You can say even ahada ashara. You can say all these things. You can say, brother and sister, you can say tis'ata ashara, salatata ashara. You can say. But when you say ithna ashara, then isna, brother and sister, is the dual form. Remember ithnani, ithnaini, ithnaini. Then this dual form, brothers and sisters, you will have to give the i'rab of musanna. What will you give the i'rab of? Musanna. So what will you say, brother and sister? You will say ithna al-juzul awwalu fa'ilun marfu'un wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alif. Are you with me, brothers? Li'annahu musallam. You got the idea? Fine. Now if you say ra'aytu ithnai, the noon is dropped. Ithnaini, the noon is dropped. We are going to learn later on why. Ithnai ashara. So brother, what is ithnai? Mafulun bihi. Are you with me? Mafulun bihi. Wa alamatu nasbihi al-yaw. Are you with me? But the second part is mabni. The second part is mabni. Fine. Hadha ta'amu. This food is for whom? Lithnai. What is it? Lithnai ashara taliban. Okay, brothers and sisters, let us analyze this. Hadha at-ta'amu badal mashallah badal li harf jar ithnai ism majrur. Ismun majrurun wa alamatu jarrihi al-yaw li'annahu musanna. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? لِأَنَّهُ مُثَنَّى. And ashara is also ismun majrurun mabniun ala fatah fi mahalli jar. Are you with me? Fine. And what is taliban? Tamiz. I'm glad that you did not forget tamiz. Alhamdulillah. See, do you see how we analyze ithna, ithnai, ithnai? So in this adadul murakkab, in the compound, everything is mabni except juz awwalu min ithna ashara. So you will inshallah remember this. And it is given here, brother, sisters. If you want to write down, you can write down quickly, brothers and sisters. Yadrusu fil fasli Are you with me? Ithna ashara taliban. Ithna, you can write down marfu'un bil alif. What will you write down? Marfu'un bil alif. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Huh? You can write down the detail, huh? Sister Mehnas? Absolutely. Huh? You write down in detail, but I am just write down marfu'un. It's marfu with what? Alif. And then if you say Ra'aytu ithnai, then juz awal is mansubun bil ya'i. Are you with me, Sister Hafsa? And then hadha ta'amu li lithnai, it will be majrurun again bil ya'i. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Just make a note of it in your book. And we will be saying this in detail whenever we get an opportunity. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. So these are the 7 groups. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? In which they are all mabni. Okay? They are all mabni. So this is what the meaning is. Al-asma'u kulluha mu'arabatun ma'ada al-fiyati al-atiyata. Number 1, damair. They are all mu'arab except the following groups, which are mabni. Damair, asma'u ishara, asma'u mawsula, asma'u istifham, asma'u af'al, and al-adadu murakkabatu. Inshallah, you will remember this. Now, I have one suggestion to give you, brother. Book 3 has so many concepts, one on top of other. They will keep on following in a steady succession. We have to revise it often. And if you write down your notes properly, then the revision will become very easy. And you will be able to understand it very fast, inshallah. Whenever the opportunity will come, we'll revise them, inshallah, in the lessons, inshallah. I think we are ready for a break. Let's take a short break, 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll resume, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, brother, we're back after our break. Our batteries are recharged with some nice hot tea and some cookies, inshallah. Now, brothers and sisters, we go to page number 7. Alamatul I'rabi. Alamatul I'rabi. Now here, I'rab means declension. Alamatul I'rabi al-asliyatu. Now al-asliyatu, brothers and sisters, is a naat for alamat. This is a naat for alamat. Alamatul I'rabi, that is mudaf ilayhi. Then al-asliyatu is a naat for alamatu. That is why it is marfu. Can you see? Wal far'iyatu. What is the meaning of al-asliyatu, brothers and sisters? The original sign of declension. What is the original sign of declension, brother? Dhamma, fatha, and kasra. These are the original signs. And then far'iyatu means secondary signs, or branch signs. I always joke, brother. What is the opposite of asli? Nakli. These are not nakli, brother. These are secondary. These are secondary. Secondary endings, Alamatul I'rabi al-athliyatu fil ism. What is they, brothers and sisters? What are they? Ad-dammatu wa hiya alamatu raf'i. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Write down next to it if you want to. Muhammadun talibun. Al-fatahatu wa hiya alamatu nasbi. Write down example. Raitu Muhammadan. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? I'm sure you can write it. Raitu Muhammadan wa kasratu wa hiya alamatu jarri. How will you write down? Sallamtu ala Muhammadin. What will you say? Sallamtu ala Muhammadin. If you write down these three sentences next to each other, it will be nice for you. Do you want me to write it on board? And the first one, brother, Adamma. Adammatu. What will you write down, brother? Muhammadun Talibun. Brother? And then Al-Fathatu. Ra'aytu Muhammadan. And then Al-Kasratu. What will be the sign, brother? Sallamtu ala Muhammadin. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Alhamdulillah. Now these are the original signs. Alamatu al-Irabi, Alamatul Irabi, al-Asliyatu. وَهُنَاكَ عَلَامَةٌ أُخْرَى. And what are they called, brother? فَرْعِيَّةٌ. وَهُنَاكَ عَلَامَةٌ أُخْرَى فَرْعِيَّةٌ وَهِيَ. And they are في أنواع الآتية. They are in the following kinds. They are in the following kinds من الأسماء. Again, we are still talking about nouns only. Different kinds of secondary signs in the nouns. Number one. See, brothers and sisters, this is all repetition. We have been learning it. You know a little bit now in detail, brother. Jama Muannas Salim. See, now I tell you one thing. Remember, we had a page where you were doing your